Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo.
56. Yeah, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Leo. Ready.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here. Quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready, set.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
No. Off.
6-6. Pull it high.
56.
This is Geis, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Who needs something? You guys keep running this.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
46. Watch the run.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's going to be a long. Here we go, 46. It's going to be a long.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
We're going to 54.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Mark 56. Yo. Tight guard. We're going to 53. 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st down, Cowboys.
Here we go. 4-8. 6 right there. 56. Ricky. Hey, kill. Watch quick. We're going to 54. 1-8.
Prescott on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And I think the ball's out, and the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on,
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Greystone, travel. Hey, Charlie. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
56. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Oliver. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards.
At the 39-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Check 56. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Check.
Protein spill.
They'll run with Geis. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop.
Check.
Gone.
Safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
5.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
52. Check. Fresno.
Get it.
Now a handoff. Geis going right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base.
Mike 54. Army.
Look. Squeeze. 2.
On first down, here's Love. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 3. Check 37. Undercrush.
On 2nd down, Love. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
64, weak. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
And he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And some room to run now. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Prescott now. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing. Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. The 1st down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 15.
Let's go, baby.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Keep playing hard.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
All day, baby, all day. Go to 54, go to 54. 180. Here we go, 46. 56 to Mike, 26.
To throw is Prescott. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And a loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Switch. Hard.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come on, D. Hey, switch, get
61, matchbox, light.
He's checking. Crash.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 22.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Got it.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Looking to throw. Off to Geis on the screen. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On first down, it's Love. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
56, right there, 56. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Fair. Rush in. Let's go.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ready?
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Blue draw Corker.
Screen. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Whip. Watch the whip. Let's go.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 or.
56. Not today, you are.
Look at me. Door. Mike.
Geis, they'll try to run it. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop it.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, lock it. Back. Shoot.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott from the gun. And that's Elliott, complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
We're going to 54. Right here. He's coming, double up. 57's the mark.
Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill. Here we go, 47. 46.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
47. We're going to 54. Right here. There we go. Kill.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer to all 3 of those positions.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. This, to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 67 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Hey, stand up. Ready?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. It's Love. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever.
47.
Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Come on, set. 90, wolf. 6-6, pull it high. Joker. Out. Rock it.
On first down, this is Geis. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got one. You got tight right there.
22 jet bomber.
If you don't get this board,
On the ground, it's Geis. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Redskins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Save.
General West.
56. Check 56. 36.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And this one is right down the middle. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Check nickel.
Greystone, Travis.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. They can't hang with that.
Defense.
Now a run with Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Down. 10-2 stop.
I got it. Double time. 4 down, 4 down.
Watch twist.
Slam.
Leo.
It's Geis on the counter, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will swell the lead to 16. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
We're going to 53.
Hey, turn it up.
Going to 54.
2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense